All right, welcome back, everybody. Today is January 25th. It is Friday. Mayor and Michael Eschenberg, Honest Aim, and this is a sleeping dog. So, this is your daily horoscope, all right? What is going on in the world today? What's going on upstairs that's reflecting what's happening down here? We have a couple different Mars aspects. Mars is opposing the moon in Libra. Mars is trining Jupiter, okay? And then the moon is squaring Saturn. So what does this all mean? Let's start with this Sagittarius, Jupiter, Mars and Aries trine. Okay, Mars and Aries is go. Mars is also, it's the accelerator, and in Aries, I'm accelerating toward me. This is the only thing I know in the world. I'm an infant child, and I'm fingers and toes, the baby, and I'm going to go toward what's good, and I'm going to go away from what's bad. And that is my world, okay? So right now, I've been able to, judge and figure out my life, the things that have happened, the illumination that's happened over this eclipse, and the things that have come to light over these past times, and now I can assess myself and move forward, okay? And with this, creating this trine to Sagittarius, at Jupiter and Sagittarius, this is saying more. You need to be going more in the direction of these foreign affairs, more in the direction of higher learning and higher consciousness, okay? We've got another couple of weeks, another week or so of Venus being up there. Jupiter will be up there all year round, okay? All the way until December of 2019, Jupiter will be up there, and this is the highlight of expansion throughout the year. So expansion of self, expansion of self. Let's learn about what we do not know. So again, the first half of the zodiac all has to do with self. The second half of the zodiac, so Aries through Virgo has to do with self. Libra through Pisces has to do with others, okay? So the moon is in Libra. This is other people. Mars is in Aries. This is the acceleration of myself. Go forward, do this, all right? And me, my, I, and what's good for me, my, and I is not necessarily good for us and you, right? Emotionally, physically, whatever. So we have to balance out here what's good for me and what's good for you and the great global picture, Think locally, act globally. Think globally, act locally. I said that backward. Think globally, act locally. Okay, so this is the theme of Jupiter being in Sagittarius and creating this trine. So self, I need to think globally and act locally. How can I impact others locally? And then we have, again, opposing the moon in Libra. We have to figure out the balance of what's good for you, what's good for me, what's good for us, and compromise. Okay, the best compromise is when both parties leave unsatisfied. Now let's talk about Virgo for a second. Now the moon has moved out of Virgo. Virgo is the virgin. Virgo in mythology is Estrella. Now virgin means unowned. Unowned and free to make decisions, free to say yes or free to say no. And as we go through life, our life, okay, we say yes to this and yes to this and no to this and no to that. Yes to this person, yes to this experience, no to this person, no to this experience, and yes to this, okay? So Estrella is the Virgo virgin, and she is holding on to the scales that is the balance of Libra, okay? So she's holding the scales. So how we look at this is what we say yes to and what we say no to in life is what's balancing these scales out, okay? And just like Egyptian mythology, it's how heavy your heart weighs, Is your heart light? Is your heart light? You go to Valhalla, Is your heart heavy? This is our own karmic interactions with other people on this planet. Now that is the next big main ingredient of this, is this Big Daddy Saturn up there in Capricorn creating the square to this emotional moon, okay? Because this is karmic. Did we learn the lessons? Did we learn the lessons? Or are we going to be repeating the same mistakes? Okay, we've seen the new light. We've seen this. We've educated ourselves. We've learned more. But are we going to execute it? Are we going to apply these learnings into our lives? Apply these learnings into our life? And can we find that balance with my journey and with yours, with it was good for me and what's emotionally good for us, so where we can move forward in the bigger picture, the futuristic aspect of the Sun and Mercury in Aquarius, okay? All tying in together. So Did we learn our lessons? Did we? And if not, we have this great weekend ahead of us here to learn more, to educate ourselves. Again, higher education, having faith in yourself, that you did learn these lessons, that you're not going to be repeating the same mistakes, that you're not in a circle, that you're an expanding spiral. Yeah? So spiral out, you beautiful souls. We'll see you tomorrow.